Hi, good evening, everyone. Thanks for having us. I'm David, and that's Nigel, and we are the co-founders of BlueSky. And we want to revolutionize the retail discovery experience and bring it to a whole new level. We came across a problem in retail where the discovery experience is fragmented across thousands of online stores and physical stores. And the need to create dozens of e-commerce accounts just to shop online from your favorite e-commerce stores is just a hassle. And on the other hand, you've got retailers who are still struggling to sell online. Now, wouldn't it be great if there were a mobile platform that could bring together the latest retail content from the top retailers of Australia into one app so that shoppers can easily discover the latest products and purchase from any of these retailers with one universal card? Imagine being able to buy from Mah, David Jones, Target, Iconic, all from one app. Well, we've built it, and we call it BlueSky. It's available on iOS and the web, and you'll be able to follow your favorite retailers and trendsetters and start shopping from any of our retail partners in the app itself. We're seeing social shopping apps skyrocket in popularity in the United States, with apps like Wish, Bonello, and The Fancy all having tens of millions of users and valuations in the hundreds of millions. But in Australia, there isn't anything like it until BlueSky. And being first to market is a strong competitive advantage, and we're making full use of this advantage by growing as fast as we possibly can. And our user experience is superior. We have fantastic user reviews and ratings on the App Store. And the best part is that BlueSky operates in a two-sided market, meaning that the retailers on one side and the shoppers on the other side need a critical mass for a platform like this to work, which we have done. And using our strong product and competitive advantages, we want to capture a large chunk of the online marketing spend by retailers. In fact, by 2016, we're seeing this expenditure grow to nearly $400 million. And our business model is simple. We take a commission between 12 and 16% per sale. And this way, we win only when our retailers and shoppers both win. And our forecasted revenue, cumulative revenue by 2017 is $20 million. And we're so confident that we can do this because the market has already demonstrated how much it loves BlueSky. Since launching in May 2013, we have had 110,000 iOS app downloads with fantastic app reviews and ratings. And users have interacted with 100 million products on BlueSky. It's a mind-boggling number. But we wouldn't have been able to do all this without our amazing retail partners. And we have 250 of them that we're working with and counting. And for our next phase of growth, we are seeking $3 million of investment. And we'll be using the funds to accelerate product development and get us to 1 million active users in Australia by end of this year. And after we capture the Australian market, we're looking to grow internationally, starting with the Asia-Pacific region. And we also want to integrate BlueSky into your in-store experience. And with all this data that we're capturing, we will be able to personalize retail content to you like you have never seen. The future of mobile commerce and BlueSky looks very, very exciting. And we're just getting started. Thank you.
Well done. Okay, over to the judges. Who's got a question for BlueSky? I'd start with Larry.
So I'll start off. We have on the panel people that very much have the relevant experience in retail, probably more so than myself. But I'll start off with a question to say, do you believe there's a problem with trust? You've got a lot of brands like Mah and David Jones on there. Why would I buy through BlueSky instead of going directly to the actual retailer that I trust and know and hand my credit card details over to them? I might use your app as research, but then actually go and shop directly with them.
Sure, that's a fantastic question. So what we've found from talking to our users is that comparing the experience of downloading an app for all your favorite retailers, you can download up to 12 2,000 of them, comparing that experience and having that many accounts versus having one account on BlueSky, the experience is vastly superior. And credibility can be built over time by being able to create delightful experiences with our users and engaging with PR and media to ensure that our users know that we're here to stay and we care about their experience.
Any other questions?
Yeah, I've got a question. So I understand the benefit as a consumer because
Sure.
you're opening up a range of brands that I get access to. So I think that's good. But it's not clear who your ultimate customer is because you're talking about the benefit to the retailer. But you know, I agree with Larry. You're sort of creating a crowded space with brands. What is actually in it for me as a retailer to participate in that, or are you more targeting the ease of being able to get access to multiple brands for the consumer? Could you clarify that?
Sure, no problems. So the way we look at it is like a mall. And the reason why you can find Mah, David Jones, and Target in a mall is because it attracts people. And when you can attract people, you can increase sales. And the way we are doing that is through a social shopping platform with all this content from all these retailers that we can personalize to users so that they can buy more products that are relevant to them. And retailers value sales above all else. And we've discussed this with retailers in detail, and they like the idea of having more sales.
I've got a question as well. Being a retailer, loving more sales, how do you plan on fulfilling it? Can you explain the fulfillment model to me, please?
Sure. So we've got grand plans for fulfillment. We want everyone to be able to get anything that they want quick and easy. But the way we're starting off is we transfer the order directly to the retailer, and then the retailer fulfills it with the user. What we do is we ensure that the experience of having all that, we take care of it, and that you get your product.
Yes, thank you so much for your presentation. Yeah, that related to a question I had as well, is how do you ensure that seamless experience for the consumer from point of discovery through to point of fulfillment?
Sure, so the way we're starting off is we want to focus on creating the best social discovery experience for retail. Once we get, what happens now is that the orders go straight to the retailers and the retailers fulfill them. But down the road, what we want to do is integrate more deeply into the retailer's systems to be able to package everything that you buy into one set so that you get everything you want across retailers, boom, in your house. Does that answer your question? Yeah.
I've got a question on
Sure.
some of your numbers. So you said there before that you take 12-16% commission on your sales.
Yes.
And you've got 10 million attributed to you. So does that mean you've made between $1.2 and $1.6 million revenue?
Good question. So the way we have operated in the last 12 months is listing fees. What happens is that when someone clicks buy, you are transferred to the retailer's website within the app. But starting next month, we will be launching the universal card, and the commission model starts there.
Okay, so has the commission model been tested?
250 retailers have signed up for it. We are stress testing it with our beta users, but it hasn't been launched live, no.
Okay, how much money did you make from, I'm assuming it's affiliate model where you're actually referring it through, so how much money did you make from that the last 12 months?
Maybe we can talk about this later?
Yep.
No problems.
Good question, apparently.
I've got
So
another question.
Just on that further, are you aggregating carts? And if so, how are you handling different merchant terms and conditions?
Sure. So in the in the universal card in BlueSky, you'll be able to have, well, we have links to all the different terms and conditions for the different retailers, and you can go to them. But if you have any questions at all, we will answer them directly.
Okay. The other question is, do you have any plans to launch of Android and Windows Mobile?
Okay, so we have actually, we had an Android app. But what we found is because of limited resources, we can only focus on creating a great experience in a limited number of platforms. So we made the hard decision to take our Android app down for the moment, but it is coming, and it's going to come back stronger than ever.
Okay. Any plans to launch a developer program?
Yes.
Succinct, I love that. I've got another question just on the capital you're raising. So you gave a very quick breakdown on the pie chart there on how you're going to deploy that capital. Is $3 million enough? And if not, what are your plans for further capital down the future?
We have done detailed analysis on what we think would be enough to grow into a household brand in Australia. And we feel that the $3 million is enough. $1 million goes to development, another $1 million goes to marketing exercises, and the third $1 million goes to business development and the rest of the company.
I've got another question for you.
Sure.
A few other people have tried a multi-brand platform.
Yep.
I talk about the Westfields, and I look at the likes of Mah, who've tried to get a lot of their so-called concession partners involved in a multi-brand operation.
Sure.
Most of them have struggled with multi-brand operations. What makes yours different?
And I agree with you. It is very difficult to do this. And for the last 12 months, we have struggled to get the support of retailers. But what we're seeing now is a shift in the mindset that, yes, they are now more open to embracing different channels. And we show them what's going on in the US with Wish, Manello, The Fancy, Pinterest, and whatnot. They can see the value of this. And with us only taking commission, it's completely performance-based. It is of no risk to them. So that is how slowly over time, we gain their trust, and through this trust, we're able to sign them up.
Another follow-up question to that one, sorry. It's,
Sure.
When you talk about your commission rates of 12 to 16%, how do you feel that is relative to the...
I think you said market averages there.
Market averages, it seems a little bit on the high side.
So what we've seen in the market is traditionally about 7 to 8%. And the way that we approach it is that we're saying that this is more than just a sales channel. This is a branding channel. It is a channel to tell a story to your customers and to reach out to a whole new segment. And we are also providing deep amount of data for our retail partners. So yes, not all retailers are happy with at the moment with that commission price. But over time, as we prove that we can make a high volume of sales, I'm confident that that number will actually go up.
Okay, guys, we're going to have to wrap it up here. Unfortunately, we've got to keep moving. Everybody, please give a big round of applause for BlueSky.